what's up? It's Shady.
Hey, you guys, it's Jen or Jennifer or Jen.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
You see, we got some dessert in front of us. I filled yours up more. She wanted more, so I got her a little bit more.
She didn't give me exactly the more I needed, but it's good enough.
A moment for a sip. Okay, guys, welcome back. This is your show entitled Opinions, and yeah, like we said, we have some beautiful drinks in front of us so that we can let our conversation flow, be very lucid, and
we just came from like work and school and stuff, so we're like
after work blues, after school blues, right? This is really good though. Got some Moscato.
Yeah, I never had this. This is dope.
Yeah, absolutely. I won't show you guys the bottle. You know, it's a blue bottle. You probably can get it at any local alcohol store. But anyway.
I'm probably already drinking this.
Mm-hmm. What's your preference? This is not even on the topic. What's your preference? White or red wine?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I'm a red wine.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I like both, but
I like that Jesus wine, you know.
I like both. I can drink a red wine, but it has to be like from like French. I like Bordeaux, and then I have this good one now from South Africa. It's really good. I forgot which one it is, but super good. But my favorite is this white wine from Germany. Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm saying it wrong. It's called Gewürztraminer. It's really good. It kind of tastes like Riesling. It's really good. It's just
okay.
Yeah.
We gotta try that. Yeah, try that.
But anyway, guys.
Now we on our cheap wine stuff though. You know, not the fancy.
I mean, it wasn't that
cheap. oh, my bad. It wasn't cheap. I'm sorry. Let you see that real quick.
It was a little cheap.
Yo, I'm done.
But it's good. It's good after work. But we're rambling. Shy, you want to introduce our new topic?
All right, so yeah, we 2 minutes in. You know, it's not that crazy. But our topic is we talking about do you feel like it's important to have a father in your life, or how has that affected you? Mm-hmm. Or do you feel like it's important just in general? Like, you feel like having a father in a child's life or in a person's life doesn't make them different or whatever, you know, we're just speaking from our opinions.
Exactly. So in the perspective that you have here today, so it's not really biased, is someone who grew up with their father
and someone
who didn't, you know. I mean, granted, I did have wonderful father figures in my life. I like her father. He's probably one of the only father figure. Exactly. I mean, I have my uncle. And then, like, my mom, she had a boyfriend for a long time, so they never my mom didn't get remarried after my father, but, I mean, my father was gone from when I was 2, so I didn't really know him, and then he passed away when I was in 7th grade. So he wasn't a prominent figure in my life. Right. But how was your experience?
No, you go first. You already started. How do you feel like having your father not being in your life? Do you feel like it affected you any negative ways in life?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I can't even, because I have nothing physically myself to compare it to. I can look at your life and see how it compares to mine, but then there's other...
No, but not even comparing your life, you know, just how do you feel mentally, physically, spiritually that your father wasn't around? Like, because I'm pretty sure you think about it. Cause
I thought about it at one point in time in my life where I was like, dang, yo, I really didn't have, like, someone to go to, like, a father-daughter dance and, like, who's going to walk me.
All right, continue.
Or, like, someone...
That's some shit in Disney movies, please.
It is, but I was just thinking about it the other day. Like, okay, I have no... And then who's going to walk me down the aisle?
Yeah, that's so important. Yeah,
you know, because, I mean, I'm planning on getting married soon.
That's right.
So, like...
It's going to happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like, I know how that... But honestly, as a person, I feel like I've been able to grow and become the woman I am today without a father just fine. But then I look at my sister's lives and I don't know...
How do you feel like
I don't know. Like, lives, yeah, you can have an egg and a potato. You boil them in the same pot, same water. But if you boil that egg, it's going to be hard. If you boil that potato, it starts to be soft. Right. You know, so it's just, I don't know. I think, personally, it didn't affect me. Like, I mean, maybe if I had a dad, I probably would have known what it felt like to understand how a man is supposed to love me and how he's supposed to treat me. But my mom was such a strong woman that she told me, but you can't really be a mom and dad, but you can.
Yeah, no, they out there doing that.
Exactly. Like, she told me, like, I my worth, and she told me that I can do anything I put my mind to. So I feel like if I didn't have a strong mother like my mother, rest her soul, but if I didn't have a strong one like my mom, then I probably would have gone on the wrong track,
Also, I feel like everybody takes their perspectives different. Like you said, your mom was strong, but you feel like your sisters will still have different outlooks than you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that to add on, every sibling's not going to be alike, and the raising experience is not going to be alike. Do you feel like for your child, like, it's very important for your child to have a father in their life since you wasn't raised without your father?
I think maybe, you know what? I'm going to go back on my answer. I
cannot. Right. But yeah, no, this is life.
Because I'm thinking about it. Like, I don't want to raise my child without a father. Like,
I'm strong on that.
This world is so hard. Like, first of all, it's going to be easy with the bills to have both your mom and your dad. Like, I'm not.
No.
It's gonna be a little easier on the bills, and then also I just feel like
only because you hold it down, and I feel like you know what type of guy you will want to. You want a guy to build with. So our mindsets are different now from our generation.
Yeah.
From the older generation that was listening to a lot of Keith Sweat. They just wanted love.
A little R. Kelly, love
and, help on the bills. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, I mean, that's not like the major thing for me, because honestly, like, if you work hard, you can still provide for your kid even if you're in a single household. It's harder, but like with hard work and dedication, you can do that. But it's just that mental, like, putting that in your mind, that your mother and your father together, the building of a home, and that the idea of having a village raise a child, and it's just the support from both sides, Ooh, excuse me,
it's very bubbly.
I didn't. Sorry.
It's not bubbly.
I feel like that's really important to me. So maybe not having a father makes me want my children to have a father, because I feel like I love my mom to death, but she needed help.
Right.
And not even
that's what black
financially,
women need to admit. Too.
Yeah.
We can't do this shit by ourselves.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's a black man, white man, whatever, the child needs a male figure around. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm like cutting you off.
No, you didn't cut me off. I was ready to take a sip, getting deep on it. But my mom, she definitely could have, like, my mom had 5 girls, by herself. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Girls are crazy. Don't let us tell you we're not, because we are. I'm speaking for myself.
Did your mom grow up with her father?
No, that's another thing. My mom didn't grow up. My mom's, and my grandmother
it's like
and
generational, this shit.
It is. Crazy. My grandmother and my grandpa, they were together, but then Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, most of them are.
So, so he was actually, I ain't gonna put my grandma business out there, but he, was somebody so close to them,
That's crazy.
Yeah, and like my grandma came up here from South Carolina. So like a lot of her family was still down there. So it was like she grew her family up here too, but once she did that, that was it. Then she had to raise her kids, and she also had to take care of her mother, because I think my great-grandmother didn't have a high education.
Oh, yeah,
so
she discussed this before.
Yeah, she didn't have a high, so, whatever. But, like, my great-grandmother wasn't with, and then my grandmother, and then my mother. So it is generational. I definitely want to stop that with me. Because, like, these kids out here, they need both parents. Not even, just your dad, just your mom. They need both parents. That guidance, that trust, that bond, that building.
That knowledge.
Especially that knowledge. Especially
right.
when you have 2 people of different cultures, or not even of the same culture, just coming in with different...
outlooks, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You could have grown up in the same area, but different things happened to you, and it influenced you differently.
Right.
But how about you? How do you feel having had? How do you feel that you had your dad in your life? Look at you burping.
That was strong. I feel like having my dad in my life. Shout out to my dad. That's my guy. When I was younger, I didn't appreciate it as much because I was young and retarded, and I felt like
you were learning.
Yeah, I know. But as I got older and seeing how crazy this world is, everything he tried to warn me about,
I know.
Now I have a deeper understanding, you know, and I feel like it's very important to have a father there. One, I feel like males, like a father's presence, like kept a lot of evil away from my life. Like a lot of girls I know grew up, like had situations where they got violated and stuff, and I feel like that's that window, you know, with them not having their father, there's nobody to protect them. You know, there's nobody to make sure, like, they know that the male presence is there, so they're not even going to make that slip up to even try to try you. You know what I'm saying? I had guys try me, but not like, you know, where I got, you know, raped or anything like that. You know, and that could happen with you having a father. You know what I'm saying? But I was kind of like sheltered, I want to say, until I moved to like Brooklyn. That's when I was like, I was old enough and I was rolling not by myself. So
we were deep.
Thank God. God had me covered like 100% majority of my life, and continuously He's still covering me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like it's important, you know, because that knowledge I had since young, and I just was always aware of myself, my surroundings, and others because of my dad. My dad would definitely drill into my head like it's not a game out here. Like you know, he always taught me to, you know, it's not to not trust people, but to always test people to see where they're at. You know what I'm saying? So you could give people a chance, but to, you know, they'll show you who they are with time, and when they do, and if it's not to your liking, to just make your exit the next way. You know what I'm saying?
Them.
Right. So
was it Maya Angelou said that? If someone shows you who you are, believe them.
Right. and it's hard, you know, because we got good hearts out here, and a lot of us want to believe people are good people and that they're gonna change and all this other fucking fairy tale shit.
It's not fairy tale.
It's not fairy tale, but at the same time, you know,
people do it in their time. Like, you can't force somebody.
It's a rare window of people out here who actually have empathy and care for others. Matter of fact, let me not say that. There are good people out there.
And there are.
You just have to
you have to be patient. You have to trust your instinct. You have to
trust yourself.
Yeah, because sometimes you're with somebody and they'll make you think something, but there'll be these signs, and it's just like, you got to really be patient with someone, because people will change if they're changing for themselves first, and then they'll change for that person. You know, I'm trying to change now for myself, and then it'll affect who I'm with in a positive way.
And it'll bring in that good energy.
Exactly.
Right. As of my child, though, I definitely want a father in my child's life. That's why I'm damn near almost 30 with no kids, because I haven't found nobody I connect with. And it's not even about having a relationship forever, you know what I'm saying? But it's about being able to have that understanding and good friendship around the child, where they're not growing up with a whole bunch of craziness. Because my parents, I didn't even know they was beefing until they divorced. Like, when they was ready to divorce, I'm like, why?
Right.
Everything's great. What is going on?
Yeah, but you try and
behind closed doors, they kept everything, you know, really behind closed doors. So they handled it. I want to say they handled it good, you know, until later on I started seeing how it affected my mom, the divorce and everything like that. But yeah, it's definitely best to keep children out of the madness, you know.
Yeah, it is true. My sisters try and tell me now some things that my mom was involved in. Not she was in some crazy stuff, but I'm like, Mama ain't do that. What the hell are you talking about? She ain't do that. It's like she was protecting me. I mean, my older sisters, they were older, so they got to see a little bit more. But you just gotta protect your children.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want them a part of your stuff, because energy is very important, like we was talking about. And kids, they get that energy from you whenever, you know, it's tension in the house or somebody's depressed, you know, because I could feel like I, you know, took in a lot of my mom's depression, being around her a lot and knowing that she was like really sad. I didn't really realize it, but that was definitely an energy I took on, you know. My dad being a little stressed out, trying to handle everything, you know. So, yeah, you definitely got to be aware of that energy you're projecting to your kids.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I definitely feel like it's important. Shit, my dad, he was very honest with us about a lot of things.
He was.
So
with us too.
Oh, yeah, no, that's his other child. But when it came to, like, Christmas and certain holidays, he would let us know, like, there's no fucking white man dropping off presents. Like, you gonna know I'm working hard for this.
Yeah.
You know, so when I was, you know, younger, I was just always, my mind was, like, always thinking, like, you know, trying to figure things out, trying to figure life out. Like, oh, so if there's no jolly white man, then why are we celebrating this guy?
Yeah.
And then how's he linked to Jesus? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kids are not going to be open. They're just going to accept whatever's fed to them.
Expect more.
Right. If they don't have that type of, not to say that y'all shouldn't tell y'all kids lies, but you shouldn't, but whatever, you know, that's another conversation.
That definitely is. What do you think is one of the best lessons you learned from your father? Because, like, I mean, obviously, I didn't have that. I had my mom, so I learned
knowledge of self.
Yeah.
My dad will always make me take accountability for everything going on in my life and everything I'm doing and every move I'm making. He will always present it to me. He would tell me he's not gonna, you know, he would get in my ass, but at the same time, and he would cut my ass too. But at the same time, he would leave me that space and opportunity to make my own choices. Yeah. You know, so definitely that's like the main lesson like I learned from him was like, you gotta, you know, clean up your own shit. You can't point fingers.
No, that's true.
You can't point fingers. Like, you gotta hold yourself accountable. Yeah. Nobody's entitled to give you shit. You gotta go get it for yourself. And I mean, my dad would look out to his best. Yeah. Of his abilities, but I feel like that was one of the greatest lessons I learned from him and from life. Yeah. I mean, this is something he always used to tell me, but, you know, I had my ways of letting life kick my ass, and then I'll be like, you know what, Daddy was right.
Sometimes you're not gonna know the stove is hot unless you touch it.
Oh, you know, yeah, so... and I done burnt like half of my hand off a couple of times.
Yeah, I done finished
to learn, like, you know what, my hand is numb now. I don't think it works.
Oh, man. Guys, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little...
Don't mind me, too.
Don't mind me, too. Ah, boy. Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely appreciate a lot of lessons your father went. Even when I went to your house, the other day? Yeah. And we were speaking, what were we even speaking about?
My dad loves him more than us, but it's all
right. No! He's super supportive, yo. Like, every time I speak to him, like, yo, J-Lo, how you doing? So, it kind of makes me, like, maybe I'd be like, damn.
You know what it is? You had a dad, you had some type of dad figure around you, and your sisters didn't. They wasn't around my pops like you was growing up. You was definitely, them speeches we was getting, Jennifer was right in the room with us. Yeah, man. Listen to them shit, so definitely
I
different.
Think when I was at your house, I was talking about how I'm not racist, guys. That's how you know somebody.
A disclaimer. So that's how you know some racist shit. Yeah.
No, okay. I just have a preference for, you know, black men and dark black men, right? When dating. I mean, I've dated outside, whatever. And he was telling me, like, it's not that you shouldn't have a preference, but don't be biased to others. And I'm like, I get that. So he put it in a scenario of ice cream. Like, he liked chocolate ice cream, but that don't mean he not gonna try the vanilla or whatever. Yeah. And I said, you know what? Should I mention his name? I ain't gonna say it. You know what, Dad? You're absolutely right.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be.
He don't like it because when I even had the thing on, he's like
taking a picture. Yeah, he don't want to be a part. Yeah, no, you're not for all this technology extraness. But yeah, no, that's true. My dad definitely taught us to always keep our options open. You know, even though me and my sister and my brother, we just love black people. So, you know, we think of it, but you know.
Disclaimer: we are not racist. We just like black.
At all. Listen, I done dated other races, so I could definitely say this. Okay, I don't know about her, but
I have.
You had it? Oh yeah, no, she has. She has.
I have.
She has. Yeah, but that's like, I'm not racist. I have a black friend.
Well, I didn't do it.
No, we're definitely not racist though. Definitely.
Or what's the other word? Prejudice.
Yeah.
None of that. I mean, I love all people. I just wish that all people would embrace all people. You know.
Right.
So, but anyway, that's another story. I mean, my mom was my father figure, so she definitely taught me a lot of lessons. My favorite memory is just of her kind of waking up and my finger. No, I keep on thinking about this memory. I dream about it. I wake up and one hand was painted in red nail polish. I'm in my mom's room. I fell asleep and one hand was painted in nail polish. I'm like, what, Mom? What happened to my nails? Did I paint my nails and fall asleep? And it's just being able to enjoy the little things in life. That's what she's kind of taught me. Just, you might be going through some hard things, but if you have your friends and your family and people close to you, or just like your self-love, that's gonna be all you need. Just laugh a little sometimes. So that little child, we laughed about that for about 10-15 minutes because I'm like, Mom, but I only got one hand painted. Like, where was you? Did you run out of time, or was I moving? So that's like one of my best memories of her, and it's like, you know, it teaches you to value the little things and the little memories because, like I said, she passed away actually 6 years on the 29th. So just valuing that little time that you have with your people and your friends and family.
Everybody that you love. Yeah,
exactly.
Those are things you can't get back, you know, so you definitely got to appreciate it while you got it. Yeah, that's definitely dope.
I was measuring to see how much more he had from me.
Oh, I got a lot.
I keep on sipping.
I'm gonna get to it. But yeah, my father, he didn't even grow up with a father.
Yeah.
I mean, his father was around, but he wasn't like predominantly in his life. My great grandmother and grandmother, well, both of my great grandmothers raised him, and my uncles. You know what I'm saying? So they, all of my uncles now, like, they heavy in their kids' lives,
yeah.
You know, because they didn't have their father or mother.
Yeah.
My dad didn't have his mom at all either, because my grandmother passed when he was like 4 or 5. So yeah, that, you know, somebody got to break the curse. Yeah. I feel like down the line. So if you're a woman and you're listening to this, or a guy, you know, just know it's very important to be in your child's life.
Right.
I mean, and not every father is good for the child's life, because, you know, there's some guys out here that's don't have it together or not trying to get it together, and they don't need to be in their child's life bringing that energy. But that's the same thing with mothers too. They make it seem like every mother is perfect, but not all moms are very, you know, a lot of them are detrimental to these kids' lives too. You know,
they bring a lot of negative energy into the life, and not for nothing, I'm not like trying to like down women, but don't, if you have a man who wants to be in your child's life, let him be in your child's life. Right. If he wants to, and he's not causing harm to that child, let him be in that kid's life, because they need it. At the end of the day, that child will end up resenting you, maybe.
100% important.
You know, make sure that, and it goes the same way if you're a single mom and single father, husband, like, and your the mother wants to be in the kid's life.
Don't keep them. Yeah.
She's been through some things. She's trying to work out. Help her, you know, and then allow her to be in that kid's life.
Right.
It's hard in this world to not have both parents. Even just to have one, like, it's hard, you know.
It is. So definitely don't let the child, you know, don't be selfish.
Exactly.
Right.
How's your wine going?
Oh no, this is really good though.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like gulp it. Like,
I am because we home, so you know we could always like
chilling, socks, feet up.
Exactly. Look at how shaking. Oh gosh, you guys like my hair today? It's very big, kinda. My puff.
I love the big puff.
Yeah, I'm gonna change up soon. Maybe on the next episode, y'all see me in something different. Do you like Shaw's hair?
Oh my gosh, I need to take it out.
But she does it herself, so
I need to get the fuck ASAP. Okay. No, I gotta take this shit out. This shit. Right. But yeah, I definitely do my own hair. You know, you can follow my hair page at MAJESTIK.GL_AMOR.
I'm for you. If you didn't get that, I'm gonna put it in the description box below.
Right.
And then also I will put my candle page in the description box below.
Right.
That definitely. It's labougieparfaite, which means the perfect candle in French. So you know, je parle français. Oui. Mm-hmm. Right, but you know, bougie means candle. I just said I speak French. Yes, and then I also definitely link entitled Opinions Instagram page on there. Go like and follow. We'll be posting like little sneak peeks of videos before they release. Right. And then also you guys can comment there and let us know what you want to discuss going forward. We want to start talking more about some things that are in media and movies and give you some reviews so you guys can stay up to date.
Give options too, you know. You can make some comments. You can press the like button. Whatever you want.
Button. Definitely.
There's wine kicking in. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. I gotta have a whole bottle for it to kick in. I don't drink a lot. I just have a high tolerance. I don't know where I get that from. Probably my father.
My parents are fish, and I have no time. Like I can't. No. Yeah. I drink probably like.
That's the only thing I know. That's the bad thing. That's the only thing I really remember about my dad. Well, not even like seeing it. It just told to me that, oh, your father drank a lot. I don't want to remember him for that. You know.
Listen, a lot of us remember our parents for that. And they hear it, but that's what we know.
Mm-hmm. But you know what to do, guys. But we're gonna wrap this up. Give our final thoughts on the topic. Sha, you want to start it off? You know, since you had such an amazing father figure in your life, I want you to start it off.
Listen to your pops, especially if you're young. Listen, okay? He knows. He done been around like 50 centuries in his life. Okay, they be knowing. Mm-hmm. All right, we be thinking they don't be knowing because we think we know, but we don't know.
Especially when you're young, you haven't gone through anything.
There's like certain things we could battle them and we understand a little bit better than them, but majority of the stuff when it comes to like dealing with people and stuff like that, they be knowing. Okay, that's it.
For me, my perspective and my in thought, especially since I didn't grow up. Ooh, excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. Especially since I didn't grow up with my father, it's just like, honestly, don't let that be a negative effect on your life. Keep pushing through, striving through, and at the end of the day, you're gonna find a lot of father figures like I have found in her father or my uncle.
Right. Oh yeah, they're around. Yeah.
Exactly. My mom's like my step pops really. You know, just finding little things. You don't have to grasp onto every man, especially when you're in that dating thing. You know, just figure out, you know, yourself. It's gonna be a little longer process, a little harder, especially if you don't have someone helping you to guide you. But like, just hang in there for the ride. You guys are all worth it. Your opinions matter. Your life matters. Just keep pushing forward, and yeah.
I mean, we're gonna see y'all later.
Yes. So tune into the next episode dropping next week. Bye, guys.
Later.